All right. Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show live stream. This is going to be the second part of a three-part series I created called the Alpha Male Principles. And today's subject is going to be validation. Okay. Now, the reason why I chose this subject, because maybe some of you do not know, I am also a life coach as well. Someone emailed me. They may become a potential client. I don't know yet. But what he was telling me is his issues that he has with his self-esteem. And it's crazy because I'm hearing this a lot from men who are just trying to find themselves in the world. And I look at them and I say, why are you suffering from low self-esteem? And I listen to them and I see it's because they never had validation. So I'm going to cover the subject of validation, and hopefully this helps people who feel that they're not good enough for women. Most men who feel that way are beta males and simps, because they will always be chasing the validation as well as the approval of a woman. Okay. Now let me get into this. All right. I remember my script. Gentlemen, many of us do not want to admit that we are also seeking validation. Many content creators claim only women want validation. This is a lie. As men, we start seeking validation in our childhood and teenage years, in our formative years. Validation brings about a feeling of being approved of by a person or a group. Validation brings about a feeling of acceptance. Validation brings about a feeling of both confirmation and affirmation. This is why when we were adolescents, we wanted to be popular in school, because popularity equates to validation. Everyone wants to be liked, everyone wants to be accepted. But validation is also linked to low and high self-esteem. Now, a beta male provider and a lame simp suffer from low self-esteem. This is why they chase the validation of a woman. Okay, Cap. Okay, and all right, Luke, I got you as a moderator now, Luke. Okay. Now let me explain what I just said. Again, beta male providers and lame simps suffer from a low self-esteem problem. This is why they always chase the validation of a woman. If your primary caregivers, mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, or whoever raised you, fail to validate you, if they fail to speak words of affirmation to you, if they fail to make you feel approved of by them, or make you feel that you were worthwhile, mattered, or that your feelings and thoughts were important, if they failed in doing that, the chances of you becoming a weak beta male provider who chases women's validation, women's approval, women's love increases extremely high. Now, you can be a man who has accomplished many things, have millions of dollars, drive the nicest cars, build the nicest homes, and still have low self-esteem. You can be rich with self-esteem so low that you are still chasing the approval of a woman. Prime example is Will Smith. Why does Will Smith continue to stay with Jada? Why does Will Smith continue to pursue Jada? It's because he has low self-esteem and is chasing the approval of Jada. He is chasing the validation of Jada. See, Jada is what you would call a narcissistic empath, a person who is very familiar with manipulating the emotions of other people, a person that knows how to say the right thing to stimulate an emotional response from you. Okay, that is what she is, a self-centered empath. She enjoys hurting him. Okay, now Jada understands the best way to have Will Smith continuously pursue her, continuously love her, is to reject him and to hurt him. A lot of you are dealing with women like that, who have a strong hold of your mind and your heart because they understand empathically how to manipulate your emotions. They know how to keep you pursuing them with toxicity. And while you're continuously trying to follow their approval, they are just getting further and further away from you because they love the thrill of the chase, even though it's hurting you. All right. Now, again, Jada understands the best way to have Will Smith continuously pursue her and love her is to reject him and to hurt him. Rejection stimulates his low self-esteem. His low self-esteem motivates him to continue to pursue Jada's validation and approval of him. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna start putting all y'all on the screen after I finish this brief monologue. I'm gonna put all you up there, okay? And thank you, Mr. Prayer, for the $25 donation. Now, again, men seek validation. We don't do it the same way that women do. We see it every day and not realize it. What do I mean? An example of an OG thug gangbanger. For example, let's take that for an example. I'm gonna show you how the roughest, toughest dude out of prison still seeks validation among his peers. All right? A gangbanger, a thug who's been in and out of jail, come out of prison. He runs across a younger man who wants to try him, who wants to try to punk him, who wants to try to scare him. That OG thug dude who did 15 years, been in and out of prison, been in and out the jail system all his life, one of the first things they would tell him, or he would say is, look, man, look, little homie, you don't want to try me, cuz. You know why? I've been locked up several times. I got stripes in these streets. You know what I mean? You better ask somebody about me. I got these stripes. Now, when he say stripes, and you better ask about me, he wants his deeds to validate him. He wants to prove that his gangster is authentic. He wants to prove that he is a real street dude, someone not to be trifled with. That is seeking validation. He wants the approval of everyone around him so they all know that he is a gangster, that he don't take no shit. You get what I'm saying? It's a form of seeking validation. Now, men who didn't have good caregivers normally are beta males, beta male providers, or simps. This is why, if you are a mother or father, or however you operate in the capacity of a caregiver, that you must speak words of affirmation and approval to your kids. Cannot stress that enough. Because if you do not, what you do not put into them, they will seek from other people. Now, let's take this for an example. You know how many dizzy ass women out there you could just run game on them? Women who have low self-esteem, who come from broken homes, who are broken inside. It's not hard to pull them. It's not hard to deceive them. It's not hard to manipulate them. All you have to do is speak to the hurt. Speak to what is absent. All you have to do is tell them things like, you know, you're beautiful, you're nice, you need a man to take care of you, I'll protect you. Things that she probably never heard or received in her own family from her caregivers. You make her feel special, and her caregivers, her mother or father, whoever raised her, did not give her that. So now she's all over your pipe, and now you can manipulate her. It's the same thing. If you do not speak words of encouragement and affirmation, validation and approval to the children that you have, or if you was raised in a household where you didn't get that, the chances of you becoming a weaker man in that regard is high. You can have nice cars, nice house, a yacht. You can have boats. You can have a whole lot of stuff going on. You get what I'm saying? Let me see. I'll try to do this at the same time. You have a lot of stuff going on. You can be very respected in the community. But if you do not have strong, high self-esteem, you will always chase the validation of another woman, the validation of a man, validation of your peers. Now, what I'm trying to tell you guys is this. Do not depend on the validation of other people, gentlemen. Now, the following are the things you should find validation in. Let me put this up here. There we go. Now, you should find your validation in your sense of purpose, in your achievements, in the things that you have accumulated over time, the things that you have worked hard for, gentlemen. Because the lifestyle that you have, it wasn't given to you. Excuse me. Some of y'all came from the bottom and went to the top. Some of you had little to none help to become the man that you are today. Some of you struggled to become a man of value, but you did it against all odds, against all adversities. You were successful, and you came out triumphant. Some of you is like the phoenix, the mythical creature that raised from ashes into a beautiful fiery bird, because some of you come from backgrounds that are horrible. Some of you come from families that was extremely broken. Some of you come from families where there was abuse in the home. Some of you come from families where there was molestation and sexual misconduct in the home. You survived. You survived. Do you understand what I'm saying? Thank you for the $3 spot. Decline management. Appreciate that. You survived what many people could not survive. You may be a little scarred, but you overcame those hurdles and those obstacles, didn't you, gentlemen? So you should be able to find validation in your achievements, because you understand that you are extremely competent. That's a blessing. You are a goal setter and you reach your goals. You are an achiever. If you're not that, you may be an overachiever. So you can find validation within yourself based upon the things that you have done in your life, gentlemen. You have done things that some people cannot do and would not ever do. You know that there are people who would never be a homeowner. You have a home, some of you. And those of you who do not have a home and renting, you can get to that next level. All you have to do is look at your memories. If you have memories of one success, then another success came that you did, another success, you look back at your memories of successfulness as milestones, a memorial mark. A memorial is just something that you look at to remember something. Look back at the times that you overcame the obstacles in your life, the things that people thought you would never overcome. And you look at those things and you draw strength out of that. You draw your self-esteem out of that. Build your self-esteem up based on the achievements that you have gotten in life, based on your own efforts, gentlemen. So validate yourself. Let the validation come from within. Look at how far you have come and how far you have progressed. Another thing, gentlemen, if you are religious or spiritual, then let God validate you. Let your religious beliefs validate you. If you believe that your higher deity, your God himself, loves you, even when you fail, even when you fall down, even when you make horrible decisions and bad judgments, and he still cares and still blesses you with the ability and the mind and the wisdom to continue on, let that validate you. Stop letting people validate you. Stop letting them determine your ideal of self-worth. Gentlemen, you are the prize. You do not need a woman to tell you that. You do not need anybody to tell you that, gentlemen. You have to believe in yourselves. This is why you'll find people like Russell Wilson with Sierra, a man who has many exploits, who have got a lot of money, have been highly successful, but don't have enough self-esteem to have a woman that's going to respect him. He lets women like that run all over him because he don't respect himself. He has low self-esteem. Now, Will Smith and Russell Wilson come from, I think Russell Wilson was too, not too sure, but I know Will Smith came from a bad household. This is why you must understand what is a beta male. It's a person with low self-esteem, always chasing validation from a woman. But then sometimes they always chasing validation from family members or other people that they admire, that they respect, because they want them to approve of them likewise. Fuck that. Stop caring so much about what people think about you. You understand what I'm saying? Give me one sec. I gotta go to my email. Okay. What does it take to be a man of value? What does it take to be a man? What does it say right here? Oh, I'm sorry about that. What does that say? To be a man of value, you have to believe in yourself. You got to have self-esteem. What's going to make you want to get good women or keep good women? Or self-esteem, man. Self-esteem is some of the men's problem. So again, this episode is about validation, learning how to validate yourself. Now, let me tell you something, gentlemen. I made another video called Alpha Male Principles. You ought to go check that out, because I talk about and teach the gentlemen, young and old, how to protect their hearts and their minds from the onslaught of scandalous women, to help you not get emotionally attached to the wrong woman, to help you protect your assets, how to control yourself, your lust, and your heart. Go to part 1. Like I said, this is the second part of a 3-part series that I created called Alpha Male Principles. After that, I'll be moving on to something else. All right. What I got right here. Oh, Luke, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Yep, Luke Red Pill Perry is the moderator. I'm trying to get all y'all up there. All right, you know the game, Mr. Derek. You know, if you want to be a part of this, you got to send an email. I haven't received the email, so it won't ever change. I have to keep doing it. It's the software I use, man. For all of y'all who want to try to jump in here, I can't just put you in there. You have to go to the email that's going across the screen that says jeremyhill1@gmail.com. Once you do that, you send me an email, and then I have to send you the link. That's just how that works. That's how they set it up. So I'm probably gonna try to cut this down at 6 o'clock, but anybody want to talk? I'm through with my monologue. Anybody got any opinions? Anything they want to add to that? Let me know. Thank you. Let me put you up there too. Okay. Let's get a conversation going. Let me text this guy. He might be away from the camera or something. Yeah. So basically, gentlemen, stop depending on everybody else to validate you. It's not working. You're going to stress yourself out, man. You're going to mess around, jump off a damn roof and shit because someone didn't like you. You don't need people to like you. You just need to make sure they're doing right by you. They don't got to like you. So just make sure they do right by you. That's what you need to do. Sometimes we worry about the wrong things, gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Thank you for this, too. Thank you for that, Luke. Guess I got to start focusing more on my subscriber thing now. Thank you, the first one on that one. Some of y'all see me do my neck and stuff. I have a aggravated injury that I got over there when I went to the military and stuff like that. Sometimes it acts up, sometimes it don't. Some videos you may see it do it more than others. Sometimes you won't see it at all. Just letting you know. Oh yeah, I made a video today about women who take pipe from their son. Some of y'all don't believe that was true. I got other videos. I'm gonna remix that one. I'm gonna use that same one video, that black woman saying that she slept with her adopted son. And I'm gonna add 2 more videos. And one is with the news and everything. So it's authentic. You know what I mean? So y'all see it tomorrow. Let me see if he's there yet. He must have stepped away. It's not a bad one here. I like this one. It's an acid leaf cigar too, but it's a different one called Toast. Anyway, I thank y'all for all y'all support. Guess what? We did it, man. We over 4,000 subscribers, man. Like, this channel is growing at a rapid rate. Like, I'm not like 30,000 subscribers strong, but I'm looking at the trajectory. It don't take long in a week to get a lot of stuff. A lot of subscribers. That's a blessing. Exactly. That's 100% right, Luke. That's right. They degrade themselves, man. So, gentlemen, what is the solution to this? What is an alpha male? An alpha male is just somebody who he's kind of cocky, he's arrogant, but that arrogance can be misconstrued as conceitedness. You know what I mean? It's really just understanding who you are, your self-worth, and putting a value on yourself. And like I was telling, oh, that reminds me, when one of the gentlemen that I'm being a life coach to, I told him that you got to see yourself as a brand. Okay, you can't see yourself as a damn, what is it, Michael Kors. You can't see yourself as a Levi. You got to see yourself like a Louis Vuitton. You got to see yourself like what else, Prada and Gucci. That's how you got to look at yourself. Something that is valuable that a lot of people want but can't afford. So a lot of women you gonna meet, they can't be with you because they don't meet your standards. So this is part of the alpha male principle, but it's so much I can go into on that. But that email I got today from that man, it's crazy. I can't believe he don't have no self-esteem and he's successful. He's successful. He is successful, but he don't think he can get a woman. He don't know how it's weird, you know, but he don't have faith in himself. So if he do become a client, if he does, I'm gonna work with him. I'm gonna transform his life. Let me see what's going on here. All right, Cap, are you out there, bro? Because I guess Cap done walked away from the thing. What's down there? Yeah. Right. For you who just jumped on the show, I'm just waiting for this gentleman who said he's gonna come in, and I guess he's gonna start talking. He's been on the show several times before. He must have stepped away from the thing. He's a family man, a man from Alabama. He just texted me right then. Hold on, I'm gonna bring him to the show. Everybody, hold on for 1 second. Okay, I just sent it to you, brother. Wait for him to hit the link. How do y'all feel about the direction of this the show this show, not just episode, but the whole channel itself? Is it speaking to men? Do you think it is actually touching the men out there? You think it's addressing men in areas where they need to be addressed at while we waiting for this gentleman to come on? I'm reading your comments. Oh, there he is. There's Derek. Mr. Capri. Hey, brother.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing now?
I won't blind.
Hey, Derek, brother, you sound muffled. The sound is muffled or something.
Hold on. Let me try to adjust my volume. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you better.
Okay, what you was just stating, Mr. Hill, is spot on. I mean, you hit the nail in the coffin on so many levels. And let me get my insight and throw in a few analogies. First and foremost, how many people seek validation by doing drugs or consuming alcohol, becoming alcoholics, just to be able to receive both validation and fit in with other people, just to make friends?
Yep, that's that peer pressure. That's peer pressure.
How many men, once they reach a certain stage in life, once they're able to become very successful career-wise, when they may go out with women on dates, may seek validation by, as soon as they, may talk to the woman, and as soon as they may link up to go on a date, can't stop talking about how successful they are or how much money they may make, just to get that much more validation from the woman. And most of the time it's based out of not only insecurity, but low self-esteem as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of black men, or men in general, are suffering from low self-esteem. Like I was saying earlier, what I've been studying some psychology, man, it goes back to the primary caregiver, your mama, your dad, whoever was the one that was in charge of raising you. If they didn't give you words of affirmation, didn't confirm you, meaning they didn't give you approval and all this stuff like that, believe it or not, it affects the child. It affects them knowingly or mostly subconsciously, because everyone wants validation, man or woman. So they'll go out in the streets, just like in the gangs. Like there's some people I knew was in the gangs and stuff like that. And you might have heard this before. Some people join gangs for the love, for the approval, for the family, for the sense of family. That's the stuff that they're not getting at home. So
right,
we have to, as men, we have to understand how to validate our offspring. And we have to understand that if we grew up in families, brother, who did not give us that validation, then we have to find a way to validate ourselves. That's why I was trying to provide a solution. I think a lot of us should be validating ourselves through our religious belief, if you're a religious person or spiritual, God, whatever, and also through your achievements and through your abilities to overcome adversity. We got to look in ourselves, man. Like with you, I'll listen to one of your videos. Was very good, by the way. I think it said your mom and your daddy have been married for over 50 years now. You
right.
know, yeah, and I
55
think you,
is that.
yeah, and you've been married for about I think 5 years. You knew your woman for 10 years.
Well, I've been married going on 3.
Going on
As a
three.
matter of fact, this the end of July will make 3 years. But I have been with my woman for going on 10, almost 10 years total.
See, those are achievements, man. I mean, look at your successful. I think we're for the postal service. I ain't put your bid. I don't know all you did, but
I do.
okay. So I remember you telling it on live one day. You're
Hmm.
successful. You know what I mean? You made the right decisions to do the right things. When you could have went left, you went right. You know what I mean? We have to find a way to look at our past successes and learn that when we are down on our asses, we can get back up. We have to learn how to validate ourselves because we are always seeking validation. Some content creators, I'm not going to say name, I'm saying nothing mean. They only say women want to be validated. That's not true. Little boys want to be validated by their fathers. Stuff like that. We all have this need to want to be accepted, even though you don't have to live your life by the acceptance of others, but we want to be accepted some kind of way. So we got to, that's how you build your self-esteem. A lot of people don't
Right,
have strong self-esteem.
right. And I could also use this as both an example and an analogy of how kids, as young as kids in elementary school, so many of them seek validation. And 2 ways they do is how so many black kids seek a validation from wearing Jordans on a regular basis and feel like they're not of higher value unless they may wear nothing but Jordan shoes, and not that may have to have always the most newest iPhone. And in some cases or most cases, kids that's staying in public housing for the most part, or they may grow up on Section 8 homes. Most of their parents feel like when it's all said and done, their kids aren't of higher value unless they have all these expensive things just to be able to get validation from schoolmates, or either schoolmates or friends, or if not that, family members, because that puts you in the mind of I know you probably peeped out my video, one of my previous videos about how black women use their kids as display items.
Yeah, I have.
That's an example, a perfect example too.
I'm gonna say, you made a very great point when you said, when you mentioned Jordans and stuff like that. I grew up like that. I think we all grew up around that. If you didn't have the freshest J's, the freshest outfit, you wouldn't approve the. So like it drives home the point of this whole live stream, the need for validation. Because when a child has the newest clothes, had the J's and everything in school, we got approved by other people.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So I think this is a subject that is really deeper than what we have time for. I think it's something that we really need to examine and
right.
see how we can learn how to validate ourselves. Because a lot of times people are so insecure. That's why you have so many people in fights. If someone said like "F you" or "your mama" or something like that, oh, that's your phone.
Let me send this person this text. Okay,
that's
go
all,
ahead. I'm sorry about that.
that's all right, brother. We just got. I forgot my train of thought a little bit, but we just got to learn how to do validation for ourselves a lot.
Right. Oh, you were to just to remind you, you was just mentioning about how kids, because I started all along how kids feel like they can't be validated unless they may have the most highest or expensive designer clothes. If not
Mm.
that, the most expensive electronics.
Yes. Yeah,
That's,
you're right.
and
Yeah.
then when also on that note, Jeremy, is a lot of them. also like for their parents to spend X amount of dollars for them to be able to get these things. In some cases, to not be picked on by fellow classmates or fellow peers too.
Right. That's true. I mean, I agree with you. With the things we do for validation to prove that we somebody, when it should start inside. External things, like I think Luke, let me put this up here, because Luke said that. I ain't external validation. I like what he said, and cuddling is something that blue pill. Well, he said the other stuff. He went hard on that. But I said, the external validation is what we're talking about as well. Having things to try to let people know you're a real man or whatever it is. Real men don't. You need to have certain things, and it's good to have good things, but outside things don't make you a man. It's your character that makes you a man. It's your morals that make you a man. And I think somewhere along the way, brother, we have forgotten that. We think that all these external things are what makes manhood, and we always misconstrue or mistake physical aggression as manhood. You don't have to fight everybody. It took me now. I ain't trying to be a hypocrite because I used to fight people. I understand that when I was younger, I was young minded. But as I gotten older, I realized the stuff that I fought over, they're not here now. A lot of times you fight for shit. Like if you might fight over a pair of Jordan, like you said in high school, that pair of Jordan, and then you grow up to be 45 years old, you're not wearing the same damn pair of Jordan no more. That Jordan's gone 20 years ago. So sometimes we get killed over shit that's not necessary to get killed over. They'll
Right,
rob and kill people over that shit.
right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know,
Yeah,
bro.
I would say some other instances of how people seek validation is how for one, how some guys feel like they are can be validated or much more higher value unless they may drive a certain kind of vehicle.
Right.
Luxury, either they have to have either the most latest either luxury vehicle or sports vehicle. And in those cases, most guys go that route just to be able to get validation from women.
Yep. I think a lot of things men do are for women.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
it all boils down to it.
Yeah.
Even because when you pay attention to what all the rappers do, how they like to wear some of the most expensive jewelry, even though it's sometimes that jewelry could be cosmetic, um, or it could be borrowed. From that to driving the most fanciest vehicles in their videos, to having some of the most beautiful and shapely women in their videos. When it comes all down to it, it's about validation and uh, just to be able to maintain a certain persona, I guess you could say as well.
Yeah. They try to feed to the woman's hypergamous nature. You know what I mean? Because women are always looking for a handout more than a hand up. If you ask me, they want someone to give them something. They want to borrow something. Can you run me here and shit like that? But only women. See, this is what to me, man. You tell me if I'm wrong. Whatever you think. The majority of women, brother, who complain are women who don't have shit. Do you understand? Like women who seem to have a lot of stuff, got their own things and stuff like that. I ain't talking about the ones who say I don't need no man. I'm gonna put that away for right now. I'm talking about people who actually have some shit. They don't seem to be looking for yours as much as people who don't have shit. You get what I'm saying? And I
Mhm.
think they have to do something with their lives, man. Go to school, go get a trade, go to job
Mhm.
corps, go to military. Ain't nobody for to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? So that
Right,
validation, man, you're right. What you say about the rappers and the women and all that shit like that, yeah. For women, have a man having things is validation enough, right? But we still want the respect of our peers as men. So we get all
right,
these women, all these cars, all this money to show the other men that we got money. So we take all our money, give it to somebody else to buy something like a shirt that said Gucci, and we just wearing a receipt. I just bought something to show you that I got money that I just gave away to him to show you I got money.
right. Which doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any
It
sense.
all comes down to it. But that's
Mm-mm.
just how we are. It's African Americans. We're so infatuation. Infatuated with consumerism. When I was having to have the most hottest designer gear or the most nicest whip, as we would, so to speak, as we would put it, the most freshest pair of Jordans. No matter how old we get, because you have guys that's as old as 70 years old is still going around wearing Air Jordans.
And
Black
still,
American guys at that.
and still will fight you over them, Jordan. If you scuff them up, you step on them, they still fight you. At 70 years old, bro, they still.
still seeking validation, man. That older Asian, that's just a perfect example. Also, Jeremy, that us as African American men, we never mature to be the sum it all up. We're grown men, well, little boys strapped to grown men's bodies.
Thank you so fucking much for saying that. You are 100, 1,000, 1 million correct. There's a lot of men who are not men. They're just biological males walking around here with minds like children. They are. And that is what makes it hard for gentlemen like yourself, me, gentlemen like Luke, and the rest of these men. It makes it hard for us because we got to fight through them. It's enough we got to fight through people of a different racial demographic, if you get what I'm saying. But it's hard to have to fight some of our own because they have not matured. Maturity is not something that is celebrated within the Black community.
Right.
And hi, Kia, how you doing? If you want to join the conversation, you got to do the same thing with the email. But yeah, I agree with you, man. Also, before you go in thing, Darren, I want to say to everybody, subscribe to my friend thing, man. Go to his channel, Cap Social Network. That's the one I go to. He's doing good, man. I see you getting them views and stuff, man. I see you getting them thousands of views and stuff like that. You coming up, man. Yeah. A nice little 3-piece suit on, looking like a gentleman, man. So yeah, support him, man. He's another brother trying to do something positive, man. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate that. And then with that being said, I've noticed how lately over my past few videos, my fan base has been increasing. The number of people that's been subscribing to my channel day by day. It's like an extra 20 or so people are subscribing to my channel, and that really means something to me.
I understand. It does. When people, even that one subscriber, it go from like 0 to 1. It means something. You know what I'm saying? And it's good, man. But you got to always do right by these people, man, because I try to do right by the people. I know you are too. You know what I mean? Because we don't have too many platforms like ourselves that represent the men in this way.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got to have it like this because our young boys, Black boys, don't have no examples. They really don't to me. You know what I mean? So it really is a big thing.
Yeah, and on that note, Jeremy, tell me if I'm right or wrong, but when content creators like me and you, we go really hard in the paint, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
On our material.
Oh, hell yeah. It take a lot of time. People think it's just getting in front of the goddamn camera and hitting the button. No, it take a lot of time to get this shit together. A lot of work.
from trying to figure out how to do your thumbnails and on and on.
Yeah. You see that comment right there, Mr. Derek?
Oh, okay. Hank, I'll go subscribe right now. Much respect to the hardworking men and women of the USPS. Okay.
That's you. He's subscribing to you. Excuse me right quick. I gotta get some more scotch. I'll be right quick. I have to go over here. I like to get a little.
Let me check some back real quick.
All right, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, gotta get a little loaded sometime. I don't know. Hey man, I'll be glad. Maybe one day everybody get to meet. Cause what I'm planning to do, maybe when I get a little bigger, or we all get a little bigger. I want to do something I call like the Avengers, where men like myself and other like men form a group. I think it's like LaPifa, so I think you have all these 5, 6 different dudes, something like that.
Right.
You know, something like that, and we have the same, keep the mission going. So yeah, so I'm thinking about that in the future.
Right, where we all share the same perspectives and the same, I guess you could say, ideologies on dating, relationships, what it is, life as an African American male, mature African American male.
Yeah,
those kind of things.
What is this? I don't know what the CME is. What is that in Miami, Mr. Luke Perry?
I'm not sure. Oh, you're asking him. I apologize.
Yeah, anyone, I mean, you, him, anybody. I don't know what the CME is. I'm from Texas. I guess he's in Miami or Florida, I guess.
But I also wanted to mention this about women that seek validation. How many, and I'm sure you can relate to this, seek validation by wearing weave, and that relates to one of my most recent videos about black women and that crazy obsession with weed. Have you listened to that video yet?
Haven't seen that one yet, brother, but I will go look at it though.
There's so many though, that where we seek validation, and for the most part, when it all boils down to it, they do it to paint that narrative of how most men are obsessed with long hair.
Yeah.
And find that appealing in a woman.
Now, personally, I like a woman with long hair, like real long hair though. But like you say, they want to be validated for beautiful. Like there's a girl on here. I don't know if she's still on her, Kia. She could come in and say something about that. Actually, that'd be really good. Kaya, I keep
right. Speaking from
yeah, it'd be kind of good if she's
black American female standpoint. I would like to hear her speak as well.
Me too. If she's still on here, I don't know if she's even still on here, but she had hit the comments up. But yeah, women, to me, like you said, they search for validation in that way. You know what I mean? Like I said, with the weave, all that. I don't like when they dye their hair all the goddamn red, yellow, green, like a damn circus clown. I think that's retarded,
right.
Though. You know what I mean? That's what they like, though. They're like Bozo the Foo clown and shit like that. They ain't nothing sexy about that. To me, it ain't nothing sexy about that. It don't. You know what I mean? But shit.
And you know what? You just kind of gave me an idea of an upcoming video to probably make too, right? How you gave that hint about circus clowns. I may just do that too.
Yeah, that's shit. I don't like that shit. Willis Martin said they dye it blonde. hey, real talk though. Hey, Mr. Martin. I agree. I ain't trying to be sound. Hey, look, I'm finna say something. I know somebody ain't gonna fucking like. But I can't stand not just a black woman, a really black woman. I mean, a woman that's black as fuck, a woman that's look as black as a Goodyear tire, have blonde hair. You get what I'm saying? I mean, they really, really black, and she got blonde hair, pink hair. It looks crazy, bro. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all.
This even funny. How about the ones with this super black or jet black, when not only blonde hair but blue contacts too?
Now, that's retarded. That's retarded too. That's retarded. Green shit. They're like a demon or something. But they think it looks sexy because they see. Here's the thing. What they don't understand: women with nice bodies like Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, they can kind of pull that shit off because they're in shape and they got all that money to make it look right. You from the street. You don't look like that. So you look like a goddamn walking box of Crayolas because you red, bling, purple, green, red, orange, and shit. No, man. No, bro.
And even worse when facial piercings as well.
Oh, yeah.
Facial piercings.
I met a woman the other day. She had about 30 damn piercings on the ear. Like down here. Then it goes all the way up to here and shit. I like, damn,
and even worse when they wear them in the face, have piercings all right here and all right here, even in the tongue.
See, if I ever got mad at them women and they try to do something to me or hurt me, I'll just buy a big ass magnet, throw it out across the floor, gonna make their face go all to the floor and shit, and give me enough time to walk out of that motherfucker. They don't see I can get away then, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta worry about that, brother. You know what I mean? But yeah, see, these women don't understand. Like, it can, if you hit the woman, if you see a woman like that and you want to hit her, like have sex with her, that's all you really gonna want to do. You don't want to really just, unless you got 1,000 piercings and tattoos, because there are men who are like that, who like women like that, but the majority of men are not like that. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't want to have that. You know what I mean? Like on my side, a woman with a whole bunch of damn fish hooks and shit. She'd be good for going fishing. I just snatch that shit off her face and throw it out there, catch a fish. That's about it. Shit.
I like this comment. Most of them looking like Uncle Ruckus' mother.
Hey, y'all some fools in this goddamn comment. Yeah, that's what it's about, though. That's good about having a good time. But let me ask you something. You and the men that's watching, do y'all think I should have a longer monologue? The reason why I keep it kind of short, because I watch like Kevin Samuels. I'm not trying to be Kevin Samuel. I keep hearing that shit every now and then. I don't mind y'all comparing me, saying some shit like you're the new Kevin. That's a wonderful compliment. I thank you so much. But I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the ones who get in there and say like, you are. What's it? It's funny. I be laughing. You are the wish version of Kevin Samuel.
Like, somebody
you crazy shit, bro. But
they call you a knockout Kevin Samuels on another screen.
They're gonna say that anyway. Don't even worry about that. But I'm gonna add the reason I do it so short because I want to have enough time for other people to join in the conversation. I can make it go a whole hour and shit like that, but I choose not to. So I don't know. Yeah, so trying to see if she's trying to get in or not. She might not be getting in. Kia ain't coming in. Yeah, I don't think she's
Could
gonna
be,
join.
she
Huh?
could be camera shy, bro.
Oh, she been on her. You weren't here last time. She was on here, facing
Oh, the
everything.
one would that be the one with the three kids by the three different baby daddies?
Yeah, that's the lady right there. That's definitely.
Okay, from Texas, some part or some other
Oh
part
yeah,
of Texas.
Beaumont. She from
Yeah,
Beaumont. Yeah, she ain't camera shy. She probably just I don't know, got off or don't want to be on. That's fine. You know what I mean? But it'd be
but
cool.
what other contributors when you say factor in the people wanting validation? What give me some other examples?
Social media.
Yeah,
Social media is one of the biggest things where women seek validation from. That's why they put so many pictures up there and want you to like them. For example, she can put a picture up there half naked. If she don't get so many likes, she'll take that down, redo the picture, put something else where she even more or less naked until she get the likes she want. Social
right.
media fed these people all these validations. That's why people are having a harder time. I'm gonna make a video about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say a part of it right now as a video for the make. I'm gonna tell gentlemen today, there's no such thing as a single woman no more, even when she says she's single. Because if your woman has social media, she's no longer single because she's still going to be entertaining men's sexual advances. Even if she don't say nothing back, even if she doesn't reply back, the fact that she can look in her DMs and see that there are other men giving her attention, it does something to her mentally. All right. We got to stop fooling ourselves and say some shit like, well, she's not responding back. So it do matter. It do matter, brother. She getting something. She getting an itch scratched. Even if she's not cheating on you, even if she's not fucking, even if she's not responding back. The only one that's supposed to get that type of feeling from her is you. You're supposed to get that to her. She shouldn't be seeking that from everybody else. So if she don't have a business or something going on social media, she's not single. I don't care if she's married, a fiance, or whatever. Because if she got men that can have accessibility to get to you, no, I don't believe in that. I don't believe that's what it is.
And I'm glad you brought that up about social media giving more people, especially women, validation because whether you know it or not, Mr. Hill is giving more or has given more and more women um, that much more of a chance to get validation to show how much of a whore they are as well.
Exactly. Exactly.
How trashy they could be.
Well, it's to me it's the Super Horror Olympics, man, because they ain't in the Olympics they go for the gold and all that shit. That's what they're doing. They going for the bag. These women trying to be a hoe. They trying to run and shit, win, pass the baton to another hoe so she could be a bigger hoe, and she pass the baton, she be an even greater hoe, and she go ahead and get a damn bag. It's a
Right.
Olympics, yeah.
And that kind of brings to mind about this group of black women, two black women that host a show. You could actually look at the podcast on YouTube from previous shows to the most recent shows by the name of Poor Minds. And on
Oh, the females, right?
yeah, on one
Okay.
particular show, how about on one particular show, previous show, they had a guest, a female black guest that was saying how, she likes a guy to eat her out, and then when he's doing so, she likes for him to use more than one finger while doing so. Just advertising and broadcasting that much more. That's just a perfect example of how black women, black American women love to advertise their promiscuity to an all-time high now.
They don't have no shame no more. The whole independent feminist movement, they got feminism was supposed to be the feminist movement. The first wave was supposed to give women an opportunity to make money the same way men do. Opportunity to go to because before I think it was 1960, no, not 1969, but for where I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. There was a time when women in America could not have a will. They could not buy or sell property without the permission of the man. So they fought to get those rights. And that's all it was supposed to be. But they took it to another level to where, okay, now we can do these things like a man. Now we don't need the men. So now they don't have no more. They had to be ladies back then. They had to be something attractive for men to want to marry. Now they got all this shit. And they like, I don't give a fuck if you don't mind if I talk like this. I can do what I want to say. I can say what I want. Woman in power. I can tell you how I like things in my butt. It went out the window. It went out the window. If they would have kept things the way they were to an extent, we wouldn't be dealing with the modern day black woman right now, or any modern woman right now, to be honest with you.
Right. And it's like, I know this is kind of off topic, but And the same breath, it's like most black men, for the most part, don't have that many options in choosing. But for all these black men that's not used to being with a lot of women, they really don't have that many choices as in picking a woman that's more conservative, more modest, more a woman that's more of Christian values.
You know what? It's like you know my mind a little bit because like some of the shit you saying are video ideas I've had. I'm being honest with you, shit that you're talking about, what you just said. To
Right,
me, a dime piece, and that's gonna be a video, I guess. Dime piece is not a it ain't just physical beauty. Now you can have in looks, you can say that's a dime. To me, I don't believe dimes exist even physically, because the thing is, most of your dimes that's real bad and all this shit, they usually walk around 7 or 8, and then they get dressed up, and then they look like a dime. When they take all that shit off, they go back down to 7 or 8. It's hardly a woman walking around without makeup that is like, God damn, that's a no. Even the most beautiful woman, I haven't seen them in a way, but a dime is character. When I look at a woman, if I say she's a dime because she has a beautiful soul, not just a beautiful body. I mean, of course, attraction and looks matter, but her soul, her character, her value system. See, people don't understand. It's the soul to keep people in relationships.
right,
It's not the physical parts of the body. It's not
right,
how you suck and how you do this and what. It's the soul, how you make another person's soul feel and how much beauty you have in yours. And we don't focus on the soul, meaning we don't focus on the women don't focus on the value system no more. If they were to get values again and learn how to be submissive again, then they will become beautiful. Even in the Bible, it's talk about having a woman of a meek and quiet spirit. Even God
mm-hmm.
should be humble and shut the hell up. Basically, that's what it means. A meek and quiet. It's not one of these loud ass women talking loud in the street, talking loud on the phone, key, can't.
Working in public
Yeah,
places.
God tells. I mean, I'm like you asked me. I think you sent me a text before. Asked me about doing one about scriptures. I'm going to be doing. I'm doing
Yeah,
a
yeah,
show about scriptures, and I'm going to tie it into what's going on with the modern day woman in our situation because that probably be one of the scriptures. If God said you for to have a meek and quiet spirit, you can't say it's the man telling you that. You can't say that. You are divinely made to shut the hell up, and I'm saying it my way on that. But you are divinely made to shut the fuck up.
right.
Now, it's no other way to say it. Now, I'm saying the street and I'm using another way, but yeah, you're not supposed to be loud and vulgar and profane and have lewd conversations and stuff in public with people. You're not supposed to be doing that. This is why a lot of you women don't have no men or have men that will cheat on you for a woman who is more feminine than you, who will treat them better. Because it's a lot of women who run men off. That man who cheats on her has a woman that don't treat him the way his main woman do. Most
Right,
of the time, he get a woman where he can talk to her and he is never wrong when she talk to him. But when he go
right.
back home, she points out all his flaws, all his faults and stuff. He's always the hell wrong. But when he go deal with this, you know why? It's the feminine experience. That's why he's going over there most times because you're being so damn masculine over here. A man cannot be with another man. You can be a woman, but you have a man quality. It's hard for us. We can. I don't know why women don't understand that shit. But yeah,
They also feel like in that regard that most women, especially most black women, feel like they can't be validated unless they may carry on in that kind of manner. Not only that, but unless they may have excessive tattoos, unless they may, have or use excessive foul language on the regular.
yeah.
They look at that as a true sign of not only validation nowadays by their peers, but they look at that also as a true sign of femininity in these days and times too.
And like the old folks used to say, show me your friends, I'll show you who you're gonna be. If you
Right.
have the wrong type of friends, the wrong, like what you said, the peers are friends. I guess sometimes if you got the
Yeah.
wrong peers that you're trying to get their approval of, you're gonna do the same thing that they approve of. You're gonna behave like them so that you receive the validation that from them because they matter to you. You know what I'm saying? This thing about validation is a very deep subject. It's very deep, and I don't know why we don't ever talk about it. I don't know why we don't cover it. I think sometimes some content creators just follow the leader type shit. Somebody say this, I'm gonna say this too. You get what I'm saying? They don't really is the word. I don't want to say her name, Cap. I don't want to say her name, man, but she did it again, bro. She took
Yeah. I already know exactly who you're referring to.
yeah, She took one of my things again, man. A bigger content creator. I did something about Tupac twice. Now she done
Mhm.
did the same, took the
Yeah,
same. You seen
I
it,
peep,
right?
I
Yeah,
peeped out both of those videos.
yeah. I've been noticing that. So she watching my shit, bro, and she's
Yeah,
not reaching out, and her subscribers are telling me what she's doing. You know what I
and
mean?
and I can see if I know this is also off topic, but I can see if she wants to give you shout outs, on her most recent videos, just like how you have given me shout outs several times on some of your previous videos, which I
Yeah,
really appreciate. And just to let you know how informative she values your content.
yeah.
She looks at your content as.
But you know what, man? God don't like ugly. And the way things are looking right now, if I look at the trajectory and the numbers of what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna get bigger. And when I get bigger, that's when I guess that's when I'm gonna be a problem with it because I'm the type of man, I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you out. You know what I mean? So like I am, I know how I am, because that's disrespectful. That's immoral to me. To steal
Right,
from one is immoral. You know what I mean? So, but it's okay. I'm gonna take it for right now, but I'm coming. And you're gonna be there with me. I'm gonna be up there. I'm gonna be on Eddie Murphy, you're gonna be Arsenio Hall. God damn, we're gonna be up there. Y'all remember that? I remember that too. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. Don't give up, man. Don't get discouraged, man. Keep making that good content. And you're getting better. You're getting hella better, man. I like what you did with the music in the background. That little suit, three suit, that threw me off.
right.
That was nice, bro. That was like that's real nice, bro.
Talking about the video with the I know what you referring to, the one with the music in the background about the Dusty Negro dynamic.
Yeah, that was cool name.
It's cool though.
But you
It's
had said something.
really
There's a point you made in that Dusty Negro dynamic I was listening to. You said that there are men. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but you said that there are women who are mostly street hoes, basically, and she might get a good man, a good character and good morals, and that woman may have a bad child, and that man may try to, influence that child to be a good child later on. It was something you're talking about, and then, but these type of women do not appreciate those type of men.
right.
Oh, I mean, I walked around the park. I was walking around when I meditate. Sometimes I go around the park. I played that video 2 times, and I was listening to you what you're saying because like you make some good points, bro. You make some good
Right.
points.
I mean, it didn't. If you pay attention to the number of views of that video, it didn't do nearly as good as my video before that. That talked about women, black women complaining about how they don't get approached anymore in public. Now that video, I've been checking the views of the number of views almost every hour, and the last time I checked, this had over 3,000 views. I look at that as a very remarkable accomplishment too.
It is, and it should build your self-esteem more and more and more about what you're doing. You get more confident. You get what I'm
Right,
saying? Again, as a blessing, man, you're doing better. Everybody's doing better. We all trying to do better, man. You know what I
right.
mean? So it's a
And
great
once
thing.
I just wanted my the people that may be listening to this video and may follow my channel. Once again, I really do appreciate all of your support. And even for you people that's been following my channel since day one, when I had literally no subscribers at all. Once again, I'm very thankful and appreciative for all your support.
Yeah, you're welcome. And same here, man. Vice versa, man. All the people that support me, I appreciate it too. I have people that have been rocking with me since I had 20 subscribers, man.
Right.
They
I
still
know.
say, yeah. And this name, the Gentleman Rogue, the subscribers gave that to me. For some who don't know who just came in, I never
Mhm.
called myself that. That came, I think his name is Wayne. Damn, I think I want to say Wayne Bruce McFront. Damn, I can't remember his name. Right. I got a screenshot actually on my phone, but that came from the subscribers because people were trying to give me different names because they said what's his name, Kevin Sam was Godfather. I wasn't asking for none of this shit. They named me Gentleman Rogue or the gentleman who has gone rogue. That I give them all the props for that because that never came from me. I just thought it was a fly ass and damn nasty. I'm gonna take that. So that came from
Right.
somebody else. It didn't come from me. And like hopefully you get you a nickname too, man. Let the people name you. You
Right.
know, let the people don't my personal opinion, of course, it's my opinion.
That's
Don't
just
be
like how
trying to
they.
get a name. Let them do it.
It's, right. Right. And excuse me for interrupting you, but that's just like how people used to call Kevin Samuels for a nickname, the Godfather.
He got that from the people. Yeah, you're right. The people named him that. He said it himself. Like he never came up with that name. The people named him that. You know what I mean? It's an honor when they name you. To answer your question, Mr. Luke Red Pill Perry, it is a crazy thing. I know what you're talking about. Killers, the one that say, "Oh, the boys come to the yard, milkshake for the yard, and all that shit like that." She done hit the wall, bro. She hit the wall, and like she got to get somebody like that. Nobody else want to tired old ass, and like I can go into it a little bit further, but I don't really have the time to do that. But yeah, I know about it, brother. Go ahead,
Oh,
Mr.
and I well, this is kind of funny too. Kale at least wants that long white moan.
Money. Yep, yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah.
But I started to say, and this is one last example of how I would state how people see validation too before you end your stream. If you don't mind, how about how a lot of guys feel like they can't be be validated unless they may have X amount of women, and specifically the most finest and baddest women.
That's low self-esteem. Anytime you depend on something external to make you feel like you're somebody, you have low self-esteem. That's all that is, brother. I think what we don't understand in our neighborhood that there's a lot of black men and black women walking around with traumas and low self-esteem, and they try to make up for it by having things. Things do not make you a better person. You know, it can change your situation, make life easier, but you can. I know personally some rotten ass people that make good money, but no one wants to be around them. They are by themselves. Children don't like them. They stay away from them. Husband them broke up with. You know what I mean? It doesn't change you. You have to have a heart of gold. Don't be a fool with people though. But it's your personality and your character that makes you a man or woman of substance. That's what I
Right.
think. Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Yes,
But I
sir.
enjoy talking to you again, Jeremy.
Yes, sir, man. I thank you for calling in because you know I'm about to end this broadcast. Maybe we mess around and get 1,000 people on this thing. We can keep it going for 3 years or something. But right now.
Who
All right.
knows? May be able to before the end of the year.
You never know, man. No telling what we're gonna get, man. We got to stay consistent. Keep doing what we're doing, man. We'll get there. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right. Well, you have a good day, man. I'll talk to you later.
You too, sir.
As always, is a pleasant exchange with that man. Again, damn, I can't. I'm gonna fix something on here to where you can see his channel. I'll do that. I'll make something later. But go through his channel and support the young brother. He's really trying to do something, do his thing and stuff. You know what I mean? He's a good dude. He seems like he's good people. He's from the South like me. He's a Southerner like myself. He's from Alabama, actually. You know, I'm from Texas, so I'm down here. So I appreciate all y'all support. And I hope this was a good stream for most of you, ladies and gentlemen. And I got one more to do for the Alpha Male Principles. Next Sunday, it'll be the third and the last part of the 3-part series. And then I just make up some shit. But I'm going to try to do something else for Wednesday. And I've been thinking about the issue of validation, not validation, but vetting, teaching the men how to vet better, as well as the women. This is going to be also good for the women. I don't know yet, but we'll see where it goes from there. Now, all of y'all have a good day, a good night. Y'all be safe. I'm going to shut it all the way down, you know. And thank y'all who have contributed. Thank you, Mr. Luke Red Pill Perry, for being involved as a moderator and for being consistent. And thank you for all who have given me donations this live stream, and also to the people who have been sending me super thanks, super chats, cash apps, and these other things I've been getting throughout this week. Thank you for your contributions to the cause. I do appreciate it. All right, y'all have a good one now. Peace.